Hey guys, what's up? Givenup 96 here. Haven't been at you guys in a while, so I figured I'd get at you and see what's going on. Actually, today we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're talking video review. You know me, I don't do editing, fancy stuff. You won't see a picture right here, but I hope that doesn't stop you from watching. Rocking the Horror Addicts t-shirt today. Check out their channel. They're top notch. Which is why I supported them in buying the t-shirt. But we're going to talk about Stranger Things, which is a movie that is basically set in this weird pseudo reality. It's found footage. It doesn't need to be found footage, but it is. I'm not gonna say character names because, to be honest, I don't remember them. I watched this movie a couple weeks ago. I'll describe them as like douchey guy, Iraq vet guy, etc., etc. But if you watch the movie, you'll get what I'm saying. If you don't, I'm a dummy talking to a camera. Either way, it's fun. Okay, so they're watching is essentially you start out the movie watching what looks to be a kind of pseudo real life version of one of those house hunter type shows. It's showing this girl from someplace in Europe, and she wants to go to another place in Europe. Medieval Europe. This house is very very haunted. They go to Moldova, a Middle Eastern country or city, where they find this rundown, raggedy old house. The previous tenant was a artist, and you see different things leading to what makes this artist what it is. And in this, while you're going through this artist's house, we jump to reality where this cameraman, a douchey cameraman driver, who's obsessed with doina bars, is driving around another cameraman who is ex-Iraq veteran, and a young woman who is actually the daughter or niece of the one of the executives. These characters are really fun, especially to me. The best character is the douchebag guy, because he's just a fun, novel character that we expect to see die off within the first 5 minutes. So I always get a soft spot for those kind of characters. But as this movie goes on, they go into this village where these people are afraid of witchcraft and witches, and the fact that the town is Moldova. The country is basically set into its ways of being very dark and not enjoying anybody. Oh, and actually, before I go any further, there's this character who's married to the woman. It's a soccer player it's kind of a douchebag that doesn't want to live there. But anyway, back to where we are. They get to Moldova to look at the house, and in Moldova, we run into the villagers who are staring at the newcomers. And when they're staring, they kind of mumble to themselves. They're trying to understand why these newcomers are here. And throughout the film, you see little scenes of like a witch burning. Well, not scenes, but like portraits and stained glass. Well, they go into a funeral of a child while they're basically taking B-roll for the producer. Um, they get found out that they're filming. The townspeople get really very angry, and essentially they need to get away. So they go to their hotel and talk, where we get to know our characters. Um, but none of that really matters. The producer of the show, she is very like brooding, and she's kind of easy, and they eventually go out drinking, and there's also a sleazy used car salesman type character, but he's actually the real estate agent who's actually from Moldova, and sells them the house, and he's really funny. He gets the typical Eastern European accent. I believe the actor's from the U.S., and actually one time he made his ex, when his girlfriend broke up with him, he ate her rabbit and sent her the pictures of the killing process. Kind of a weird guy, but really cool as far as the actor, because he's probably one of the best characters in the show, in the movie. But basically they go out for dinner. They're sitting right across from townspeople that were in the funeral home, and, well, the magical love of what everybody has, drinking, gets the characters to be happy until somebody mentions a witch in Moldovan language, and it's very stereotypical when characters, like when somebody volunteers, mainly our used car salesman guy, he'll say, in Moldova, only volunteer is best volunteer, or only car is best car, stuff like that. Sorry, can't do an accent, but jumping into the spoiler part of this video, because we're getting there, we're touching it, we're hitting foreplay on it. But anyway, let's talk about the spoilery parts. One, turns out redhead girl that bought the house, reincarnation of the witch, catches her. It's pretty obvious, guys. So that's like the big ending. The worst part about this film is that the film started off with really great practical effects, was really fun, really enjoyable, and then they decided to put a whole bunch of horrible CGI. Which, I mean, only special effects are good special effects, right? But yeah, it turns out she caught the producer having sex with her boyfriend, our soccer player. He's dead. That's why I had to bring him up earlier. The townspeople want to kill her, and it's very obvious, and we have this awesome climax where, sorry, thought I heard something, where, the witch is basically destroying all the townspeople, seeing that she's a reincarnation of the original witch, and this time she's getting her revenge. Some actually really cool death scenes, and the fact that it's shaky cam makes something very interesting about it, and our characters, the ones we expect to live, all die. Moldova real estate agent, he died, got his eyes packed out, frog. Producer hung up on the wall. fucking executive producer's niece, daughter, whatever, fucking axe to the head, Iraqi veteran gets shot, and the douchebag who loves the Doina Boz wins. I mean, lives and becomes the cameraman of this witch, and that's how it ends. It's an interesting film. Like I said, spoilers. There is some spoilers, and don't blame me for spoiling. I let it go. I let it know. If you don't like it, only reviewer in Moldova is best reviewer in Moldova. Deuces.